The Exorcism of Emily Rose is a deeply engaging and thought-provoking film that delves into the complex interplay between faith, science, and the supernatural. The story is inspired by the real-life events of Anneliese Michel, a young German woman who underwent exorcism rites in the 1970s, but it takes creative liberties to craft a compelling narrative that keeps viewers on the edge of their seats. The film opens with the trial of Father Richard Moore, a Catholic priest accused of negligent homicide following the death of Emily Rose, a 19-year-old college student. The trial serves as the backdrop for the story, with the events leading up to Emily's death revealed through a series of flashbacks and testimonies. The prosecution, led by the skeptical Ethan Thomas, argues that Emily's death was the result of medical neglect and that her symptoms could be explained by a rare form of epilepsy and psychosis. The defense, represented by the initially doubtful Aaron Bruner, contends that Emily was possessed by demonic forces and that Father Moore acted within the bounds of his religious beliefs to save her soul. Emily Rose was a bright and devout young woman who began experiencing strange and terrifying symptoms while away at college. Her ordeal started with seemingly minor issues like waking up at 3 a.m. every morning, but quickly escalated to seizures, convulsions, and disturbing visions. Doctors were unable to diagnose her condition, and despite numerous medical tests and treatments, her health continued to deteriorate. Desperate for answers, Emily's family turned to their faith and sought the help of Father Moore, who was known for his experience in performing exorcisms. Father Moore initially approached Emily's case with caution, but after witnessing her inexplicable behavior and hearing her speak in languages she couldn't possibly know, he became convinced that she was possessed. With the consent of Emily and her family, Father Moore began the arduous process of exorcism, battling against the demonic forces that seemed to have taken hold of the young woman. The exorcisms were grueling and took a significant toll on Emily's physical and mental well-being. She exhibited extraordinary strength, contorting her body in impossible ways and speaking in multiple voices, including a deep, guttural voice that claimed to be the devil himself. These manifestations, along with her knowledge of events and people she couldn't have known, convinced Father Moore and Emily's family that she was indeed possessed. However, the exorcisms ultimately proved too much for Emily's fragile body, and she died from the strain. As the trial unfolds, witnesses from both sides take the stand to share their perspectives on Emily's condition and the events leading up to her death. Medical experts testify for the prosecution, attributing Emily's symptoms to a combination of epilepsy and psychosis. They argue that with proper medical treatment, Emily could have been saved. In contrast, the defense calls on religious experts and eyewitnesses who describe the supernatural occurrences and Emily's apparent possession, painting a picture of a battle between good and evil. Aaron Bruner, the defense attorney, finds herself increasingly drawn into the mystery surrounding Emily's case. As she delves deeper into the evidence and testimonies, she begins to experience strange and unsettling phenomena herself. Lights flicker, she wakes up at 3 a.m., and she has vivid, disturbing dreams that seem to mirror Emily's experiences. These events shake Erin's skepticism and force her to confront the possibility that there are forces at work beyond her understanding. The film explores the profound impact of Emily's ordeal on those around her, particularly her family and Father Moore. Her parents struggle with the guilt and grief of losing their daughter, while Father Moore grapples with the weight of his actions and the knowledge that he may have contributed to her death. The trial becomes a crucible for their faith, testing their beliefs and forcing them to question the nature of good and evil. Throughout the story, the exorcism of Emily Rose raises thought-provoking questions about the boundaries between science and faith, and the limits of human understanding. It invites viewers to consider the possibility of the supernatural and the power of belief, while also acknowledging the complexities and uncertainties that surround such experiences. The film does not provide easy answers but rather encourages viewers to draw their own conclusions about the nature of Emily's affliction and the events that led to her tragic end. In the climax of the trial, The jury finds Father Moore guilty of negligent homicide, but the judge suspends his sentence, recognizing the unique and extraordinary circumstances of the case. The film concludes with a reflection on the enduring mystery of Emily Rose's experiences and the impact they had on those who knew her. Her story serves as a reminder of the power of faith and the complexities of the human experience, leaving viewers to ponder the unseen forces that may shape our lives. The Exorcism of Emily Rose is a masterful blend of horror, drama, and spiritual exploration that lingers in the minds of viewers long after the credits roll. It is a testament to the enduring fascination with the unknown and the quest for understanding in the face of the inexplicable.